this is going to hurt my brain probably, and your brain, but some people say my brain is missing, and so, but I think I found my brain. And my brain is here, so be aware. Here we go. You're going to have to use your brain. I found mine, so here we go. We're going to be learning about using a protractor in Tinkercad and doing rectangular arrays. I have a rectangular array here which I prepared earlier. So this is a 4x4 rectangular array. It has symmetry and it can be reflected, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of the spaces are within right angles of each other. So and then also I'm going to show you how to do rotary arrays or rotational arrays, which are going to be like a clock. So that's 2 things, and then there's some decorative things that you can do as well. So in Tinkercad, we are working on, here we're going to be recreating this array here. We're going to use the duplicate tool, which is Control D, keyboard shortcut if you want to use that. So if I want to have a, let's start with a rotational array. I'm going to drag that into the work plane. What I am going to do with this, I'm going to change the view so that I have a top view. That's going to make my life a little bit easier. I'm also just going to make the value of these a little bit smaller. I'm going to go down to 10 millimeters. So I'm clicking in the space there to get it to be 10 millimeters. That's great. Now with the duplicate, I click on the item I want to duplicate. I go to duplicate. What it does is it puts an identical version exactly on the same spot as the first version. Does that make sense? So that we're going to go all the way over to here. Going to create some space. Now, I now want to duplicate and rotate these. So I'm going to draw my virtual square, my virtual frame around the items I wish to duplicate, and I am going to hit the duplicate, which is going to plonk them on the same spot. Okay, there's the same spot. You just have to trust me on this. Now I'm going to go to the protractor. The protractor, remember the protractor, we need to rotate. So it's this here, look, you can see it on the screen. It's appeared now on the screen. So I can click on this and it allows me to change the value in here. Now with a clock face, 360 degrees, divided by the 12 is going to be 30 degrees. So look, it's duplicated it for me. It's rotated it on a rotational axis. So I'm going to, without doing anything else, click on that again, and it's rotated it again for me. I'm going to rotate it again. So I'm now up to 4 of those. And there we have 12 cylinders. Let me see if that works on this. I just wanted to zoom in there. That's a rotational array similar to a clock. Okay, I'm going to group those at this time. And then I'm going to show you how to do the rectangular array. Similar kind of idea, where you have so you're starting off with a block and you're going to, but this time what you're doing is you're going to select several blocks at a time. So let's try this here to bring my block, and I'll just start with the basic square. We'll start here. Remember that you could turn these into holes and then use those as an array to make holes into another solid shape. So I'm going to click over a few here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we were aiming for a 4x4 array. So let's draw my virtual frame around those, duplicate. Now they've duplicated it into the same spot. So move them off each other. So now I have 4. I have 4. I'm going to select all of those. They're now all selected. Duplicate. And this time I'm going to move them in the opposite direction at right angles. And then I can duplicate again and duplicate again. Okay. You can have a go with these other shapes, and so you can do repeat patterns, which is also a nice feature for when you're doing 3D printing.